and they were white. They weren't black shadow people, like dark shadow people. They were white shadow people. Like the light was white anyway, and it wasn't. Hey, come here, get on this side of me, and then do this right here. Go. And they were, yeah, like I said, they were white energy, and I spoke to them, and they kind of told me stuff. And that's kind of where, like that, they give me messages. So I guess I'll say I've dealt with shadow people, but to the extent to where not to where I mean, I embrace them, I welcome them. They tell me. That's how I'm able to know when people are doing greasy stuff, or when people have downloaded new bodies and are following me, or they're stopping because I'm here. Like, I literally embrace the quote unquote shadow world. Like, yeah. So the long story short, yeah, I guess I believe in shadow people, but not in the way that they're being described. I don't see them as evil entities at all. Like, they have been some of the most helpful beings in my existence. I mean, way more helpful than any human has ever been. So.
Now, when it comes to you seeing shadow peoples, have you like seen them from the side of your eyes and then they disappeared and stuff like that?
Sometimes they disappear, other times they stay, or usually it's quick, and then after I see them, I call them out. I never, like when I was a kid, supposedly I was afraid, hey, walk further ahead of me because you're really loud and I'm at work. Thank you. Apparently, like when I was a kid, I was really, really intimidated by them.
Okay.
And I wasn't, and so I was standoffish from them. They did something to me and kind of limited my visions. I remember it was like my grandma was about to have a big birthday party. And people came, similar to an exorcism, but it wasn't an exorcism. It wasn't so extensive. It was more like they laid me on the couch, whatever they did, put me to sleep for a really, really long time. And when I woke up, I didn't have the visions anymore. Mm-hmm. I didn't start having the visions again until I turned 13, and my grandmother, when she passed away, she was my first vision. And like after that, I would see more stuff.
Okay. Well, I've got another story, which we can post up like I did the last one. And this time, we'll be able to have you be able to listen to me do my excellent reading.
Okay.
No, here it is. I'm pretty sure the shadow people are demons. One night I was having a party and I had just gotten a Ouija board for my birthday. Everyone talked me into using it, so we started playing. Then weird stuff started happening. Shadow figures started to appear in my room. A lot of shadow people. It wasn't any of our shadows. These were different. Some had red eyes, then red orbs started coming through my room. We had made a protective circle and we all tried to stay in it. It got really cold in my room and we could all see our breath. If some of my friends couldn't see the shadow people, they could feel them. There was an all-out evil feeling in the room. We all got too freaked out to move. We just like, whoa. Then one of the shadow people changed. They got all scared looking. I could explain, but I didn't want to go into detail. Let's just say Pumpkinhead, the demon guy from scary movies. No, his head is not a pumpkin. So we screamed and finally ran out of the room. My parents thought we were crazy. That night when we went to bed, my closets were glowing red and orbs were going through the room. We didn't go to sleep until like 5 a.m. and even then we only slept not even 4 hours. It was freaky and stuff didn't die down for a while after that. That was the last time I used the Ouija board. I threw it somewhere deep down in one of my closets. Now I've only used Psychic Circle, and even that has consequences. I'm not allowed to use it anymore because of what happened to me. My friends and my mom what happened to me, my friends, and my mom. But that is another story for another time. Amanda. Now, for me, I think she's getting what she saw there mixed up. That sounds more like demonic than it does anything shadow people, you know. And I think a lot of people, that's why they get those stories mixed up, because they don't understand what that is. It's like, John,
No lie, just saw one. No lie. On everything, just saw one. And the one that they're talking about, the ones that they're talking about, when you do evil comes back to you. No matter how you attempt to channel it or to alter it, the universe knows your intentions, knows everything that's going on. So a lot of the times people are being punished for stuff that they've attempted to conceal. And then they like to make it seem like it's some type of whole type of issue. There was really one just right here in this field. And it kind of looked like that. Oh, not a warm, what is that thing? What is it called? One, I don't know, but it was quick. It was quick and it was gone. And it was like a not white, kind of more like an off-white coloring, and then it just disappeared. And it's literally as you were talking just now. And it was a huge one right there in the middle. I think that's so cool. And I don't feel any fear. Like when I see them, like I said, I usually talk to them, and I feel like they're out here now because I'm walking home. The street that I'm walking on is very busy, and since it's busy, like I said, there's a force of protection around me in regards to making sure that we get to where we're going safely. And I don't know. Anyway, go ahead.
Now, what I read there though, she's like talking about a Ouija board, and then she's also talking about her closet glowing red with red eyes and orbs and stuff.
They were channeling spirits.
Yeah, I'm thinking that she's probably thinking like demonic possession, because I did a story for old John a while back on one of the Warrens stories for what was it? I forgot the name of the place. Do you remember that story, John? If he's there.
Sorry, mate, I didn't catch you on which story by the Warrens was that?
It was the one that I did the story for you for Wonderful World of Weirdness. It was The Conjuring, wasn't it?
No, I haven't done. Did I do that one? I can't remember. I did one with the Warrens, definitely. I can't remember. Was it that one? Was it?
Yeah, I think it was.
I definitely did one with the Warrens. I can't remember which one it was. Wasn't it Amityville? Was it? No, they weren't involved to that, were they?
The one where the farmhouse. The farmhouse is.
Farmhouse, yes. Farmhouse, yes. That you did, yeah. I remember that. I don't remember the story now, but I do remember doing it.
Yeah.
And I think you helped me on the Amityville one as well. You give me some.
Yeah.
Thing on that as well. Story on that as well. A little bit. Help me a bit on that. I remember.
No, with the farmhouse, what happened there was the little sister was up in the bedroom with her friends doing the Ouija board, and I mean it was almost the same breakdown except for the shadows were up on the walls and they were circling, and when they tried to open the door, her mom and her sister, they couldn't open the door because it was sealed shut. And I think they said they smelled the smell of like cat urine, which is common when it comes to demonic possession, or not possession, but demonic. What do they call that? It's you know how they're supposed to come in cycles, so it's where basically.
I'm gonna be right back. I got to take care of some stuff, so I'm gonna look up and then I'll come back.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I mean. When I read that's what kind of stuck out to me, because then she was talking about using, you know, the circle, the psychic circle. That's all stuff that she really shouldn't be playing with anyhow, if you're into that stuff, you know, because if you mess around and do it the wrong way, you're going to get bad consequences. So, I don't know. What do you think, John? John? He's like, hold on, I'm busy. yeah, I have another one that we can move on to, and or I actually have a few of them that we can move on to. I just wanted to get through that one, and this next one is called The House of Shadows. This one's actually pretty interesting. I just wanted to get through that other one first, and then move on to it. This one is The House of Shadows, and I'll read one page at a time so that we can hear about it. Alright, so here we go. I became of shadows shortly after moving into my house in New Jersey. My daughter's playroom was in the basement, and they were constantly complaining that they were always seeing something move out of the corners of their eyes. My youngest also said they hovered near the ceiling. In later years, I had my floral workshop in the basement and saw them constantly. It got to the point where I would talk to them with my mind. Not that they ever answered back. They were black. We saw them all over the basement, but mostly along one wall, and occasionally saw them along the same wall on the first floor and in the kitchen near the back door. We did not see them anywhere else in the house or elsewhere on the property. But even when we did get a glimpse of them, we were aware when they were present. Some of them seemed to have an evil presence. A few years after we moved in, I told them they were not welcome in the house, and the evil presence seemed to go away. Still, we had an uneasy feeling about them, not fear. We just accepted that they were there, as several steps taken over the years to make them go away didn't work anyway. Only once after the evil ones were told they were not welcome was I aware they came back, and I am not sure if they were evil or just upset. I will explain later. Yeah, so that kind of goes into a little bit of what Karma was kind of saying there too, like it's a misunderstanding of what you're seeing there. They could be upset spirits, bad things that they've done in their lives. They could be paying for it, stuff like that. So knowing if they're evil or if they're just pissed off spirits is completely two different things, so that is a good point. I don't know, like I said, the first or most of the stories I've heard about them, none of this evil spirit stuff has really ever came into play with them. They've always been kind of like just something that you've seen out of the corner of your eye, and they're there for a quick second and then they vanish. Some people have gotten really good looks at them, and stuff like that. But here we go. Only once did I see one clearly, but it happened in a split second, and I did not see it from top to bottom. I was walking through a breakfast room into the kitchen. I was walking through the breakfast room into the kitchen. The kitchen light was on in the corner. It was by the back door in front of the stove.